and open sesame. Well, looky here, it finally happened to me. Somebody came, special agent, and cut my wires. Just kidding.
Gaze into a mirror, and what do you see?
So it finally happened to me. My trunk, I hit the button and nothing happens. It does not open up. So I figured it was the actual motor went out, just like your lock actuators go out, or also your window motor goes out. So whenever you go to hit this button here, nothing happens, right? And you've gone ahead and you've gone inside and you've also checked right in here to make sure this button isn't pressed, which disables the trunk switch. So if you're wondering, my trunk is already open. That's not the gap that was there. But if your button's not working, here's exactly what you're gonna have to do. So you're gonna get into the rear. See, I've been storing stuff in the back because my trunk wasn't working. And you're gonna look for a little red tab, which is back under here. See this red tab? Once you pull that, hear that click? That allows the seats to come down. And then you're gonna have to crawl back in through here. Let's just do. You're gonna have to crawl back in through the trunk, and once you crawl back in through the trunk, there's gonna be a release lever, so you can go ahead and do it. This right here. So you're gonna pull that right there, and I would go ahead and release your trunk. If you check that and your trunk's not working, believe it or not, it's actually not the motor. I checked YouTube myself, and it actually is a wire that comes loose. So the wire, and the reason I know that is because when I put on this duck-bill trunk, my old trunk for some reason wouldn't open, but when I put this on, it started opening, then it quit. So that makes me believe it is this wire, which is down in this grommet right here. So what happens is over time, I guess this is really common because as I typed it in YouTube, everybody was showing that it had an issue. So really common because I guess I didn't put enough slack in here for the wires, and over time, opening it up and down like this nonstop, one of the wires breaks free. So I'm gonna open it up and figure out which one it is. To get started, get yourself some 14 gauge or 16 gauge wire that you're going to go ahead and splice in, and then I'm not going to use any solder, and I'll show you the technique that I'm going to use. I was thinking I was going to get enough slack on this to be able to get in there, but it looks like I'm going to have to take this panel off, so just go ahead and take this and take these clips out real quick. I remember this thing's a freaking pain to pull off for some reason, so there's a shot here. I always feel like I'm gonna break it. Jesus Christ, dude. Huh. Alright. So let's unhook these so I get the slack I need in this. So let's do this right here, this right here. Oh, that was not looking like. Should have done this the first time because it looks like there don't have very many times you can do this before they won't snap back in. Huh. Figured it out, that one broke. Oh well. Alright. Well, I'm just gonna unhook these. That's what I'm gonna do. So, unhook this, unhook that. Pull this through. Let's find out where the slot is. Alright, now that we got enough slack in the line, let's pull this rubber boot. since I pulled this grommet back, as you can tell, and there's my problem. I'm missing this focus. Looks like these two wires broke, so that would be why the trunk's not working. So it's definitely not the actuator. It's definitely not this. So if you look here, when you pull this actually out, it's real easy if you use like a little tool like this. It's on some kind of like rubber assembly where you can't slide this boot down over these wires to figure out where the disconnection is. And I noticed other people had that issue too. They just cut the whole boot. Well, I just started here from the back and just started cutting until all of a sudden I finally came to where the disconnect was. So I can easily just tape this back up. It was just a slice little cut that I took a little tool like this, little blade, and just cut just right on the seam that actually was from the factory, because if you look at it, you can still see that seam that goes all the way down like that. See it? So I just cut down that seam, and then now I'm going to take some jumper cables here from this, and then we're going to jump these wires all right here. I might actually do all of them. I don't know. They seem pretty good though. Those ones too, definitely. I'm just gonna jump those two. I ain't gonna fuck it. Why? These are fine. I'll just tape these. All right. I know you're supposed to solder this, or use heat tape, or use butts, but I know all of you have none of that. So I'm gonna show you which way will also work, and this is how I'm doing it right now. I have this 14 gauge wire. As you see right here, it's a lot thicker than the 16 gauge wire that's used for your trunk actuator. And get that to focus. So I just split it in half because it's thicker, and I'm gonna just tie it like a shoelace. So you take this half here, see if I can get this on this, like that. Yes, I know this is the most Jerry way you can do it, but it'll work and it'll hold. And then once you got to twist it up really tight and nice, then what I like to do is just take it. Here's the black wire. We're gonna bend it over. Give it a nice little bend over. That's like a knot of death I just made there. All right, here's my final product. I know, looks like Frankenstein, but it's gonna hold. Now all I gotta do is fold this back into here. It's not the prettiest insertion, but wrap some tape around that. There you have it, the final product. Isn't the most beautiful thing in the world, but it'll work. So we'll go ahead and run this back through here. Run the wiring back through here. What are you looking at, huh? Hey, you hear that, huh? You're like, what is that? Is that a toy? All right, go ahead and put the zip tie up by the white tape the way you found it, just like this, and then trim this off, and then put the grommet back in. All right, that'll complete the job. All you do is stick this grommet back in here, and then now you have a fully functional trunk again. So it's not the trunk motor. This is actually very, very common on the G. It just happened to me very late. I use my trunk a lot. I'm not sure why it didn't happen earlier. All right, you guys, that'll complete the broken wire that comes loose and allows your trunk not to open. So once we go ahead and finish, go ahead and hit the trunk button, and bam, just like that, you have a working, functional trunk again. Shut it. See if she works again. And open sesame. And there you go. So it's definitely not your trunk actuator. It's just the wires that come loose. So here you can see there's the completed work. I mean, yeah, that's definitely a jerry-rig job, but I jerry-rigged it to the point that it'll hold for a good 10 years. I'm sure of it. I'm not even worried. So there you guys go. That'll complete fixing your broken trunk problem, and see you guys on the next one.